So I'm watching the news today, and there's a story on there about this man, his father. You probably saw the video where he got upset about his daughter's post on Facebook. Upset because she had to do a few chores around the house, wouldn't go out and get a job or something. And the father at the end of the video shoots with a 45, nice looking 45. Pretty much empties the clip into the girl's laptop, destroying it. Now let's keep in mind the parents bought the laptop, gave her the laptop. The father actually, who is an IT specialist, I gather, upgraded the laptop for her. Now get this. I'd say happy days to this guy. Good for you, buddy. So he shoots it. The next day or two, he gets a visit from Child Protective Services. I didn't know that they were into the cyber crimes division or whatever the hell it is that they do. Really, Child Protective Services is mostly inhabited and staffed by idiots that can't figure out what else to do with a liberal arts degree. And usually are too stupid or too ugly to have children of their own. They don't even understand what it goes through. So they came to his house and interviewed him. I can only imagine if this guy's anything like me, I'd love to see those fuckheads come to see me. But I guess nothing ever came about from it. Just the fact that they'd sent these people there over this is just beyond my comprehension. I really can't get a grip on that. But also the police came and visited this guy, but they thanked him. Folks, things are coming to a head. Things are coming to a head. Right after that story on the news, there's another one about a preschooler whose lunch didn't pass the lunch inspector's inspection to meet the health standards that they determined that someone else's child should have. So they took the child's lunch from her, gave her an alternate lunch provided by the school, and then sent the lunch home with the kid with a bill for the lunch that they replaced and gave to the kid. Now the kid's lunch, it's not like this was a big hunk of cake and, you know, some just crap in there. The kid had a turkey sandwich, a banana, some apple juice, and some potato chips. Okay, that's cool. What's not healthy about that? We've got all the food groups are covered there, everything else. And what in the hell is a lunch inspector? We're sitting here wondering how come our education system is so screwed up. But let's get into the reality of all this. It used to be that the education system was in the business of educating people. But they're not in that anymore. They're into social indoctrination. They are in the transportation business now, too, which is a full-time type of a business. So they're in the transportation business. They're in the restaurant business. We always took our lunch to school with us. That's what you did. You packed up a lunch, or mom packed it up, put it in a brown paper sack, or if you were lucky enough to have a, Dukes of Hazzard lunchbox or something like that, you know, you were styling then. But most of the time, kids brought their lunch in a brown paper sack. So they're not in the education business. They're in the transportation business. They're in the restaurant business, the social indoctrination process, and completely taking away any kind of authority or parenting that's done at home. Because after all, they spend a few hours with your kids each day during the week, and so they know absolutely what's best for your children better than you do. And most of them probably don't have any kids anyway. Really quite a bad situation. What I'm saying is, wake the up, people. Wake up. You've heard it said before, but it's more than just a statement. Those that are ignorant of their history are destined to repeat it. We're doing that, people. We lost thousands of young men on the beaches of Normandy and in the South Pacific trying to rid the world of that very kind of tyranny. The Gestapo is not the Gestapo, the secret police that investigated its own citizens and locked them up for things that we would consider to be pretty minute. We have that here. The proof is in the pudding. Here a guy shoots a laptop and the Gestapo comes and pays him a visit over it. Now, the last I heard, or that I knew of in this country, you were allowed to own a firearm. That's part of your rights. That's one of your rights. And no, it's not for hunting, and it's not to protect your house from criminals. It's to protect yourself from those assholes in Washington, D.C. That's what the guns are for. Okay? I don't want a freaking Uzi so that I can go out and shoot a deer. I want an Uzi so that I can match the firepower of the oppressing bastards that want to storm my house. Like at Waco, like at Ruby Ridge. That's what it's there for. People, wake up. Don't take for granted what the hell they teach you in that useless institution they call the public education system. Do your own damn research. You'll be astonished at what you were lied to about. You will be astonished. The same things of brainwashing and everything else that we accused the Nazis of, and have accused, hell, they did it. Revisionist history. All of these things are things that we are doing right here in this country, but people don't wake up and see it. We put this asshole we've got in the White House in there. I don't know if anybody bothered to even listen to what his platform was. They were so admired and enamored that here that they've got, a black president. Well, he's half white too, so let's get off of that crap. People voted for him because look how progressive I am. I voted for a black guy. Well, good for you. Did you pay attention to what the man actually said? My God. He said change. Well, there was another good candidate for public office that preached change. He preached change. And you know what? Those people got change. It was called the Third Reich. We're doing that here in this country. Change is not always good. How about let's take care of shit that's supposed to be taken care of the way that it's supposed to be taken care of. I can't even understand how there could be a debate over something like illegal immigration. I believe that the first word of illegal immigration pretty much denotes the fact that there is no debate, it's illegal. So now they want to reward these miscreants for being here. They want to reward them for it. Give them amnesty. Well, all that's going to do is open a floodgate of more of them to come here. And those of you that think I'm being racist, I said nothing of any particular race. I don't care if you're from Germany, Australia, or the freaking South Pole. If you're not here right, you're wrong. It doesn't matter. And secondly, learn my damn language. My God, I have to learn a second language just to survive in my own freaking country? Are you kidding me? Really? Come on, y'all. Wake up. Stop being brainwashed. They do it so subtly, but you got to be vigilant. They do it so subtly. It's always for the good of something else, or the good of that, but it just opens the door for more. Opens the door for more. Yeah, kids are fat. There's a lot of fat kids. It's not the fucking government's job to make sure that they're not. There's a little thing out there, people. It's called self-restraint. It's called self-control. It's called moderation. But you can't yell at your kid for don't eat too much cake, because you'll hurt their feelings and hurt their self-esteem, and then you got the Gestapo in on your ass trying to tell you that you have to let them do whatever they want. Bullshit. I think it's time that this government needs to be changed. Completely changed. Back to the drawing board. Absolutely. And the first step is to get rid of this traitorous bastard we have in the White House. This guy, oh my. It's going to take years to undo the bullshit that he has caused. So come on, people, wake up. Study your history. Realize that we're going right down the same freaking road. Governments have one purpose and one reason that they exist. It starts out to keep order. And then it progresses into let's take over. Because if you really look at these situations, the government is saying that you're too damn stupid to take care of anything yourself. You don't know what's good for you or for your family. They talk out of two sides of their mouth. Everybody knows that. But my God, people, peel back the next layer of the freaking onion. Trying to pass some kind of a thing to make it so that people that smoke have to pay more for Medicare. Well, first off, there shouldn't even be any Medicare. It's none of the government's, that's not their business to take care of people. Their business is to protect the individual rights of the citizen, and that's all. That's all. Not to make sure that everybody's equal, not to make sure that everybody's got health care, all that other shit. Look, if you're stupid enough to smoke, and I am, I do, and one of my biggest reasons for smoking is the fact that I'm not going to let some bureaucratic son of a bitch tell me I can't. I at least still have myself, and that's the one thing I still at least have, but they're trying to take that away. They really are. Do they really think that this is going to be, this is a thing they say, oh, well, it'll help people quit smoking? Now, wait a second here. More than 80% of a pack of these cigarettes right here, the cost of it is wrapped up in taxes. Okay? Now, let's just say everybody quits smoking. They just decide, you know what? You're right. It's a bad thing. How much revenue is the government going to lose from that? Do we really think that they're going to cut their spending by the amount that they lose from that? No. And all of you health nuts that worry about me smoking, you think the health care is a big point. You think that's going to be a big cost because I smoke. You wait till we all fucking quit and see where they take the money from. It's coming out of your ass. You people should be grateful for people like me that smoke. You should love it. I'm doing my part right here to help that son of a bitch spend our way out of debt. That makes about as much sense as screwing yourself out of AIDS. What the hell is going on in this country? Are people really that stupid? And if they really are that freaking stupid, then they deserve whatever the hell's coming to them. That's my rant for today.